Hello, and welcome to Goats and Gamebots, the unlicensed and completely uncalled for Survivor podcast. I'm Jack Pickard, Survivor superfan and rightful heir to the Probst Tribal Council stump. I'm also joined by my co-host, your favorite fanny, Zach Madsen.
Hi.
And my ass, Andrew Terzigny.
I can't agree. Zach is my favorite fan.
Thank you.
Today, we continue dragging Andrew through our 40-season Survivor binge. This episode, we're talking about Season 16, Micronesia. So if you don't want that spoiled...
Got nothing for you. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
For those of you still with us, let's get it on. 40 seasons, 3 goofballs, 1 pointless podcast. What's up, fellas? How we doing?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all gassed up. I'm ready to go.
I'm a beer in and 3 or 4 items from McDonald's I did not need deep.
Same.
I'm glad that we're coming fresh off the reunion when Amanda talked about how fried she was at the end of it. That's how I feel.
I'm already ready to be done with this.
Or like how we're going to feel at the end of this.
She probably rolled up onto that beach just being like, here we fucking go. All right. Just got to make it through this week.
But I think I have a greater appreciation for the fact that she made it to the end twice.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like halfway
Twice
through
back
my
to
second
back.
game, I would have sabotaged my own game just to get that sweet Ponderosa, meal.
Get
when
me
you
out
get
of
there.
here. I'm not trying to win $1 million. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Trying to win some Pondy time.
I want the pre-jury vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Pondy time. Ponderosa.
You're just saying the whole thing.
Ponderosa.
It's true. You're just getting there a little more fun. That's what we talk about.
Which,
it's
honestly,
same amount of syllables.
I love
You just get there a little more flavorfully.
If you can get your point across to me, I don't care how you got there.
Yeah.
If you're having fun with it, you're having fun with it.
Well, you go crazy. You add syllables.
Half
Like
the
silly
time-
willy or showy wowie or...
Half the time, I don't think I
Wowie.
actually get my point across.
We're just confused. We really have invented our own Goats and Gamebox speak. But yeah, welcome back. This is the second episode in a row that we're doing here, so apologize if we're a little fried. It's literally just because we're doing 2 episodes. No other substance abuse
There's
going on.
nothing else impacting it.
No kind of alteration going on.
I'm
Yeah.
hy. I don't know about you guys.
Are you guys not? I was smoking a lot. No.
No, I'm just drunk.
Yeah. And also, this is kind of in theme with I've been hyping it up all day. I've got a great challenge for us this episode.
Oh, boy.
That has to do with Amanda Kimmel's boyfriend at the time, Ozzy Lusseth.
Ozzy Lusseth?
Mm-hmm.
Also, never
some
would have guessed
Ozzy.
that was his last name.
Lusseth?
Lusseth.
Is that how you say it? Lusseth? I'm assuming.
I think so.
know.
It's Lusth.
C-H, yeah.
I
There's
always
so
thought
many...
his last name would be like the Johnson.
Ozzy Johnson?
Mania.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Ozzy Johnson.
Can you imagine if he had a normal last name? It'd just be like Ozzy Smith.
Hello, it's
Ozzy
me,
Smith.
Ozzy Franklin.
It's very gentleman-like. Yeah.
Ozzy Anderson here.
But this is the Amanda and Ozzy season, so
For better or
perfect,
worse.
Amazi.
for better or worse, yeah.
What's their couple name? Amazi?
Or Ozanda.
Omanda.
Azanda? Amanda?
Omanda.
Oh, man, the Bears came back and won the game. Let's go, Trubisky.
Yeah. Also, let's just open up with this discussion. Of the Survivor power couples that we've had so far, how does Amanda and Ozzy rank? How do you guys feel? Because, we've had
Are they going up
Kim
to this?
Powers and Alex.
Ethan,
Amber,
Ethan
Boston
and
Rob,
Jenna.
obviously. Ethan, Jenna.
Low.
Yeah. I just hate Ozzy so much.
I
so.
just dislike
Or
Ozzy.
let's add to the discussion the second boot of this season, this season, Mary.
Mary and Mikey B?
And Rhino. No,
Yeah.
she
Oh,
ended
no.
up with Rhino from the Pearl Islands.
Yeah.
Which is probably the most D-list Survivor couple to exist. I'm sure we'll come across more that are like, what is this?
I didn't realize that the person who was with Mary at that reunion
Was Rhino.
Who was with Rhino was Mary.
Yeah.
Also, the person who was with Mikey B.
Was with Mikey
and
B.
they got rid of her because of Mikey B.
Yeah.
That's
You
tough.
fucked up, Mikey B.
That's why you don't get in showmances.
Leave it.
Not worth it.
It's just an extra target on your back.
Unless she's blonde and cute, then maybe you.
Yeah, unless you're Ozzy and Amanda.
Or-
You're not going to cross
Oh,
royalty.
yeah,
Like,
sure.
that's the thing is they were, like, guaranteed a... Well,
Or
obviously not.
I would showmance for one Michelle Fitzgerald.
And that's it?
I know there are probably many other people.
Yeah,
What's your threshold? Like, where... We'll get into that discussion later when we've got all our babes and hunks.
And our hunky babes.
Yeah. But...
And our baby hunks.
We're a baby hunk.
Yeah. So...
We're off to a weird start.
Real weird.
Tone is very different in the beginning of this one than the last one.
Yeah.
For the best, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
And
Yeah,
you're
let's
still in
start talking
Sinbad
about,
mode.
I mean, like, to begin, tribal council review. How we feel about this tribal council. It's very interesting. It's a little coastal,
Yeah, it's like the
raft
huts
village.
on the water.
What do you call this? It's a pier village?
It's nice. It's not one of my favorites, but it's up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious more to see how Zach thinks about it because there are roofs,
But not
but there is
directly
not
over them.
a roof
Oh,
where
yes.
there needs to be one.
We had this discussion. It's like there's little things in the background that have roofs.
We got,
Mm-hmm.
like, does the voting confessional, that's
Yep.
roofed, right? But where they sit is not roofed.
It's not roofed.
Okay, I look at this tribal council as like having sex with a broken condom. Like you're fucking, but it's not doing anything. You know, you've got it on, it's there, but it's not helping you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So the roofs are the broken condom.
They're the broken condom.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
I was just getting clear on the metaphor of it.
Yeah.
I would argue it's more along the lines of not a broken condom, but a condom you brought and chose not
Didn't
to
put on.
use.
You're like fucking, and the condom's right next
It's
to you, and you
on
keep
the
looking at it. You're
nightstand.
like, no,
You've got
I'm
eye
fine.
contact with it, but you're not using it.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I can understand.
And not only is it there, it's out of the wrapper. It's unrolled.
like-
All you got to do is slip it on.
You were about to put it on, and then you just said, nah.
And then you're like,
And that's how I feel. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I'm glad there's roofs, but if they're not over our contestants and Jeff's head, then what's the point?
What's the point?
You
Why
know-
even have them?
I'm going to say I like it, okay? Call me old-fashioned, but I like a raw-dogged tribal council. It doesn't
no.
matter if condom on or off. I don't care. I
I
don't care
love-
if there's a roof.
I love roofless.
Okay.
I'm a roofless man.
Roofless. Mm-hmm. I hear what you're saying. But I think that this is an iconic tribal council because especially we see it all the time with the Erik clips and all the blind sides that happen this season. I am very familiar with this tribal council. If you were to show me a clip, I'd be like, yeah, that's the Micronesia tribal council. So it at least gets points for that.
Yeah,
Right?
it's lovely. It's very nice, but it's not. I don't think it would even crack top 10.
Okay.
Being honest with you.
That's fair. Okay, I'll take that. But I think it's a good
It's a great one.
tribal council.
Functional.
Without a roof.
Yeah, it's missing one thing on the Zach scale, but on mine, functional.
If
See-
you're missing one thing on my scale, you're missing everything.
Because it only
Okay?
has one thing.
There's
See,
one thing you need. And it's
My
a roof.
scale is not the roof scale. It is the soaking wet Jeff Probst scale.
Ooh.
Listen,
Do we
I'm
get
a
a second
fan.
wet?
I'm a fan.
Pardon me, Freudian slip there. A soaking wet Jeff or not? That's all I care about.
I like a soaking wet Jeff Probst, but I feel like it's better to have that in a challenge than when he's doing serious business. Like
It's all about
tribal
timing.
council. You know what? More than anything, it's like if it's not raining at final tribal, then I'm happy about it.
Yeah, the
I
goodness.
just can't take that.
The goodness of the wet Probst is in the timing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can agree with that too. We've got nothing but points to agree upon so far.
Yeah.
A lot of people come to listen.
Really weird metaphors. Really. All right, so we've got that in the bag. We're gonna take a real quick commercial break.
We sure are.
Yep. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk Outwit. So we got a lot of characters, a lot of fans, a lot of favorites to talk about this season. We're gonna talk about all of them in our Outwit section. Stay tuned. This season of Survivor is brought to you by the coronavirus.
Ooh.
Thanks for ruining that clip of James eating a bat forever.
Oh, yeah. James started coronavirus.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Chomping down on a bat. You can't do that shit anymore.
And
Not
it
anymore.
took 12 years to spread, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was weird.
Well, it stopped at his knee. That's the conspiracy theory we should start spinning. His injury helped prolong
the inevitable spread of
his finger.
COVID-19.
Yeah. Oh, it was his finger this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Penner's
he doesn't
knee.
hurt his knee ever.
Yeah, it's Penner's knee.
That's
You're
Penner's
right.
Penner's knee, James's fingy.
Yeah.
James's little fingy.
That was a close one. So, it kind of ruined that. It was a fun feast, though. I really liked a lot of, like, culture moments this season, which, you know, that's a big in my book. Like, Erik going to that giant festival, and he's just, like, looking at, like, scoping out the titties. You know? He's like, this is more boobs than I've ever seen.
Whoa, boobs right there, too?
Yeah, no, that's a big thing this season. Is like Erik being like, oh, boobalus? And he's like,
wow.
catching glimpses from the side.
Oh, Amanda's butt keeps falling out of her pants. Whoa.
Yeah, as he's definitely the horniest person that we've had on the show so far.
But not for any other reason.
no,
I don't know,
Never
Rob C.
Yeah.
You don't think he replaces the Rob C. crown?
Rob C. was just trying to fuck the trees out there.
Yeah, you're right.
He would have fucked a tree.
Rival podcast, Rob Sesternino, you motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, we can't talk too much shit, or they will squash us.
No,
Yeah, I'm just
you
saying.
know I'm an enemy.
Look, they are the favorites, and we are the fans. Like, if we're doing a fans versus favorites
Good.
situation,
And
it's
what's
us
up?
versus our half.
We don't give a fuck. Isn't that our whole thing? We're like the bad boys of
Yeah, we're the bad boys
Survivor
of Survivor
podcasts.
Podcast.
That's why we
Yeah.
vibe with John Robert so hard. Is because
Yeah.
we're the bad
That's
boys
what
of the
I'm saying.
podcast game. We get it.
Yeah.
Where else are you getting your Survivor podcast content from where we talk shit about people? Nowhere. Because everyone else is scared, but not us.
Not
we
us.
are sheltered.
I don't give a
no
shit
one's
about
gonna
any of
come
these
I was
people.
gonna
find
say
us.
Andrew is gonna have some choice words for Amy this season. I guarantee you. So
Don't know why. Don't know why he would.
Because I fucking hate her.
Hey,
That's why.
fine. Well, see,
Yeah,
if
you
you had a
can't
reason,
just-
I would let it be okay, but I don't think
That's
I would.
true.
okay, so
That's right.
no better time to get into it than right now.
She's, to me, she's just, I don't hate you, Amy. Okay, whatever.
She's definitely listening.
Yeah,
After we
That
tore her
one's for
apart in
you, Amy.
Vanuatu.
I just think she's annoying. I think,
is it the Karen energy thing?
yeah, she's always walking around like she knows everything. And I will say, she's not as bad this season. She's
Yeah.
a little better. That's embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing. It happens every episode.
Stop being so
It's
popular.
that point in the
She
episode.
was better this season, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think she's whiny. I think she's like, oh, I know everything's going on in this game. I'm gonna crush it. It's like, Amy, no, you don't.
But what
Stop.
about when she kills that big crab?
She did kill a big crab.
She killed
That was
a big
pretty cool.
crab, and it
Again.
was cool.
Better this season,
Yeah.
but still, I mean,
No, I hear what you're
Amy.
saying. I do. But
You
it
know.
has breached an uncomfortable. We were watching the reunion, and Amy was like, "Hey, I've done a lot of charity work. A lot of good has come from this." And Andrew said, "What kind of charity work? Are you funding cancer?" And as much as I agree with the Karen energy thing, that is way too much hate on Amy. She does not deserve it.
That's too far, but also fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
so.
don't get me wrong, I laugh my ass off, but I think there's something deep-seated going on here. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
I also don't like that she spells her name with an I. I know that's not on her. That's
There's
on
no
her
defending
stupid
that.
parents.
That's
but
true.
Yeah.
I'm just, for the benefit of Yasser Ice Queen on Instagram, we're trying to get to the bottom.
Shouts out.
Yeah, shout out. But yeah, okay. So we don't like Amy. How about Johnny Fairplay?
Also,
He was also
don't
in the
like.
season.
But I mean, homie,
Short run.
homie wanted out in the beginning like a baby.
Well, it's because he had a baby.
Yeah,
you
he
can't
may-
even.
Don't come to the island if you're having a baby.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
motherfucker.
2 episodes ago, it was all, I want to be there for the birth of my child. And then Johnny Fairplay catches feelings, and now it's a different story.
That's fine. That's going home because you want to be with your youngling.
Yeah,
That's fine. But if you're gonna quit the first episode,
that's fair. That's
don't
fair.
even come out. What are you
Honestly.
doing?
Yeah.
Honestly.
And like, also in his, like, walk of shame moment, he's like, I went out on my own terms, and I'm glad. And it's like, don't even come out.
Yeah.
Like if you are prepared to just whine and quit and scream.
Right.
Think about the other great favorite we could have had.
That's true.
Instead, we
He's
had
taking
Johnny
up a spot.
Fairplay who quit.
That's fair.
Could have had Chris
Yeah.
from Vanuatu.
No. You think he's definitely not a favorite. Who else?
Everyone loves him.
Let me ask that. Who was not a favorite this season that you would have liked to have seen?
Tom.
From Africa?
Palau, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Would have
Or
loved to see anyone from
Terry
Palau.
Dietz.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Terry
Or Stephanie, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? Bobby John, give us another
Give us another step.
another
Bobby John.
scoop of Bobby John.
Johnny Pots and Pans.
Rafe from Guatemala. I feel like Guatemala is a slept-on season for returners.
Dr. Alphabet Method.
Oh,
Dr. Sean.
Dr. Sean Nipple Ring.
Hell
Dr.
yeah.
Nipple Ring.
Some callbacks for all you hardcore Goats and Game Pots fans.
I really do think if we ever do a second chance, too, I want Nipple Ring Sean on
Nipple
that
Ring
season.
Sean.
Yep.
Nipple Ring Sean. And that's what I want. I want his lower third to say Nipple Ring Sean.
Nipple Ring Sean.
And then
Legends.
Borneo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. You're taking up a spot.
Yeah.
If you're just going out there to quit on your own terms. It's no fun. The other thing I'll say, how do you feel about the fans this season?
My first note in this whole season my first note is ugh, Amy. My second note is I inherently hate the fans. They all sucked, especially that first episode, those first couple episodes. I was like, I hate these fans. I
Really?
think they all fucking suck.
Even Mikey B?
Especially Mikey B.
Whoa. I will not tolerate Mikey B hate.
Yeah. What is
Okay.
this Mikey B slander? It's like it's Michael B. Jordan's brother, Mikey
Mikey
B.
B.
Slander.
Mikey
Anyway, sorry, that was totally dumb.
B. We were all thinking it.
But I hate them because I know the favorites.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun. You've seen them. You know who they are.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about these fans. It will cut to them being like, well, let's try and survive on this island. And I'm like, I don't care. I just don't get me back
Yeah.
to who I want to see.
Gotcha. So your biggest gripe is that it's not all
Yeah.
favorites. You
There's-
just want a full returner season.
There's a reason that I like these goddamn Marvel movies so much.
Yeah.
Because it's just the same movie over and over and over again.
But this is like introducing a whole nother batch of characters into the MCU. And using your old favorites. You don't fuck with that?
When they weren't mixing together, when it was really just like fans, favorites.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I really don't ever care to go back to the fans.
Gotcha. I agree. I think one of the weakest parts of this season
Don't do
is
it.
the fans.
That stopped me.
Wow! For reference, Zach had to sneeze. I told him don't, and he didn't.
You just respond to anger.
I don't know what I turned and it was about to happen, then you said that and it made me laugh just a little bit and then my sneeze went away.
Wow.
How the hell?
Don't. Just very angrily. Don't do it.
I was like, okay, I guess. Sorry for the
Man,
interruption.
you can tell this is our second episode. No, this is, despite being totally off topic, this is great. Great stuff. I'm glad that we know this about you now. If you're ever sneezing when we don't want, we have the ability to stop it.
Fuck.
I can't even remember what we're talking about. We're in the outwit section, though.
We were talking about how much I hated the fans.
Okay, yeah.
But let's
Not a
move
fan
on.
What about
of the
Eric,
fans.
though, for as stupid as he is? Did you not at least enjoy his comical persona?
No,
His
I
fellow
just-
Sagittarian?
Really?
I really just didn't.
I love Eric.
When they were separated, I didn't care.
Mm.
Because I just wanted to watch what the fans were or the favorites were doing.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
I think Eric is one of the only fans that paid off in the way they thought all of them was going to pay off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, they brought on Kathy, who they thought would be a super fan, and she just had a miserable
Just
time.
hated it.
And then wanted to go home.
Mhm.
Granted, she went through a lot, you know. But I don't think Chet and like Joel or Mikey, I don't think any of that went the way they expected it to.
Yeah, I don't think any of these people were fans in the way
Jason.
that they were hoping
Yeah.
they were.
But Eric was.
Eric
I
was.
think Eric delivered on all the moments that you want out of a thing called Fans vs. Favorites, where he kind of is taken under Ozzy's wing and, you know.
Eric, dare I say, is my favorite fan.
Yeah. Oh,
Whoa.
that's a good one.
Thank you.
Well, he does come back
Yeah.
Oh.
in Fans vs. Favorites 2 as a favorite.
There's a fans versus favorites too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Caramon, 26.
You love sequels.
It's down the road, but yeah, you do love sequels. So does Survivor. Survivor's got a lot of them.
Yeah, it's true.
Unlike,
And-
yeah.
Again, one of my favorites of this season is like seeing all the old like Ozzy Parvati used to be in a season, and that plays into this one. Like Amanda and James
Penner.
being
Yeah, Penner.
allied in the other game. Penner, yeah, it's true. So like seeing all those connections come back around and play into this is pretty
Yeah.
big. That's the fun part of a returner season.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we want to do our top 3?
Oh, shit. Motherfuck, we should.
What was it?
Top 3 favorite moments. Sorry, so I'm always say that one more time. Top 3 fan favorite moments, us being fans.
Got
Yeah.
it.
So we are fans and we get to decide our favorite
Our
moment.
favorite
Yeah, so it could be any moment.
Any moment.
I have a bunch of moments, but I have to say this one truly tops all of them. It is when we get our friend Jonathan Penner bantering with Probst at a challenge. And, of course, you know, he throws that rock and it hits the tile and it doesn't break. So Penner looks at Probst and goes, I mean, my ass.
Yeah.
Just like that.
It's classic.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite moments of all time. Easily.
Yeah. We'll definitely get that sound bite when I'm not as lazy as I was today. I was working on the challenges and other shit. But
Yeah,
my
yeah.
ass is a classic.
You can all hear it in your heads right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Just take a moment and hear that playback.
Great moment.
You know the one we're talking about.
I also have Yao Man decking Fair Play to get that little thing at the beginning.
Running him straight into the canoe.
Yeah.
The catharsis.
Incredible.
Also, in that, I love the other part of that Penner challenge where, like, Jeff is, or he says, just throwing it as hard as we can, Jeff. like just the added salt there.
I'm just doing what you're telling me to do, and it's not working.
And Probst, too, with the Iri needs to stop bitching and start throwing or
Yes,
whatever. Like,
stop bitching.
anytime
Start
you can
throwing.
get Probst to, like, curse, that's prime. Yeah, no, that if it weren't yours, it would probably be mine. So,
I had to get mine out first, so no one stole it. This
yeah.
time.
How about you? You got any fan favorite moments?
I liked that moment when Erik
Mm-hmm.
comes up to Eliza and is like, hey, psst, come here.
Yeah.
Come here. I found the idol. And she's like, oh, bet. Yeah, maybe we're saved. Maybe we can win this.
Yeah,
Let's
she
do
finally,
this.
like, has hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he pulls it out, and it's a stick with a face drawn on it that Ozzy planted. To which she responds, that's not the idol. That's a fucking stick.
Iconic. Because it was.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking
It
stick.
was just a fucking stick. It
And-
was so blatantly obvious, not the idol.
Yeah. Yeah. And to then, again, throw it into the fire, and Ozzy does the whole, oh, come on, Jeff, I spent like an hour working on that. You spent an hour on
An
that?
hour?
Oh, come on now.
You kidding me, man?
We're doing that, Jeff.
Yeah.
Ciao.
To be honest, I don't know what my favorite moment is. There's so many. I could tell you my least favorite moment is when Ozzy like proposes to Amanda or whatever the fuck that he does.
I think I'm in love with you. Or
Bro,
stuff.
Based
It's-
on what?
That is so much cringe. I can't handle the amount of cringe. He does like the where he
Yeah.
Come on,
slaps his
Ozzy.
face like
Come
what
on,
are
you
you
motherfucker. Get it out.
my asshole clenches every time.
Yeah.
It's
not a big
so
fan of that one.
uncomfortable.
What?
No. And then Amanda looking at him like, doing their stupid doe eyes. Like, this is not the right time for it. It's such a weird mood killer for such an intense tribal.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
the
Jeff at
romantic-
the end was like, it's been an interesting one. Like,
This is fucking
yeah,
weird.
an emotional one, let's say.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Whack.
What about when James opens those beer bottles with his teeth?
Ooh, badass.
Ooh, that is a
Sick.
dope moment.
The main reason I'm voting for him for Hunk again. God damn, that was. And then fucking Erik tries to do it.
yeah.
No, Jason does.
Jason,
Right.
whoever it is, yeah. They're interchangeable in my brain pretty much.
Yeah, it is.
And then James is like, whoa, you're gonna pull
'cause
your
he's, like,
teeth out.
fucking using like the teeth as like
Yeah.
a bottle. No, it's not how it works.
Yeah.
He's trying to pull it off.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
bite
Like,
it.
yeah.
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 Yeah, he was yanking the bottle.
And then James
not
takes it
moving
and
his
does it
mouth.
like perfectly.
One hand.
Yeah, one-handed.
Yeah.
Insane.
Okay, I'm gonna say my favorite moment is when Erik eats too much of that like tobacco type thing at the party. Parties a little bit too much, and then in the middle of the night like yaks it. And it's just like woo part because I feel like that would be me. Like if I went, I really do
Puke and
feel
rally.
like my arc. Erik just represents what my arc would be, where I just go out there. I'm scoping out some titties, and I get voted out in a spectacular like way, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, what more can you hope for?
Right.
Yeah.
So
This actually isn't my favorite, but I just found another one. It's when Jason gets sent back to the what the fuck is it
Exile?
called? Exile. I'm always thinking redemption in my head. Exile, and then Jeff sends him off by saying, "Maybe next time you'll find a real one,"
oh yeah,
as in a real idol.
yeah.
Which is such a good burn. But with that said, my favorite is my ass.
Yeah.
My ass is
It's
my
always
favorite.
my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Last season, Amanda Kimmel's ass.
Yep.
This season,
My
ass. Yeah.
Season
course.
of asses.
That's why this is such a good. This is why it's Renaissance era. You know what I mean for Survivor. It's the era of ass.
Nothing but ass.
Another thing tying these two seasons together.
Ass.
Ass. It's
All right.
so powerful.
It's too powerful. All right, we're gonna send this to commercial break, and when we come back, we'll start talking about outplay. Stay tuned. This season of Survivor is brought to you by Jason's Immunity Idol. Wait, that's not an idol. That's a fucking stick.
That's a fucking steak.
Welcome back.
That's not an idol. It's Jamba Juice.
That's not an idol. That's mom's spaghetti.
It's Mom Spaghetti.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the podcast. We're in the outplay section, talking about idols and shit. How do we feel about Exile Island this season? It went away for China, but it's back. And it made you do that whole swim across to this island. and
Yeah.
to
Oh
this
yeah,
side.
it was like, go here, go here.
Was
Just
it-
kidding, psych, it's back there. Just kidding,
Yeah.
psych.
How'd you feel about that?
At first, I was like, bet, cool.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of a
Second-
search for your
yeah.
idol. Yeah.
I was like, cool, you gotta make him work for it. Second time, I was like, all right, whatever. Third time, I was like, all right, well, I know what's gonna happen, but they don't. So
Yeah.
it's a little fun. But like the fourth time, I was like, all right, fuck this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spent
Is
a little
this-
too much time there.
Is this the first time they've sent two people? Did they do that in past seasons?
They've done that before.
They have?
I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I feel like that adds
'Cause-
like another level of strategy.
Yeah, like both a fan and a favorite have to go.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, they've done it before. They've done. Yeah.
But like every time.
No.
Yeah. So this is the first time. Well,
For a minute.
yeah, they don't do it every time either. Shit.
Well, still.
It's supposed to be the
Point
number
is-
cruncher.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point though. Is like the thing that keeps it interesting is that Kathy has to go every time, because I don't understand the strategy of like they lock it down. They're like, we're gonna send a fan every time, a same person who's probably not gonna find the idol, the whiny one, and then the fans are just like, let's pick willy nilly. Let's send Ozzy there a few times.
Right.
Let's send like a bunch of people who can find the idol.
I have the note for when Ozzy finds it. My note is Kathy lets Ozzy look for the idol alone for some reason,
Yeah.
and then he finds it.
Well, I think that was like her fourth time out there, and she was just more
was
like,
over it.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, but like
Don't let him go on his own.
Yeah.
When
He's
you're- yeah.
obviously gonna find it.
when he's clearly on the opposite side of you in
Yeah.
this game. You want to know if he has it or not. So follow his ass.
Yeah. I think Kathy played a lackluster game, to put it nicely.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, definitely. Don't leave Ozzy alone to go find the idol. That is a dumb move.
Silly.
Amanda found an idol later in the game. And Amanda's also the only person to find it and play it, right? Everybody else was blindsided with it in their possession.
Yeah.
The only other
Ozzy.
person who played an idol, it was a fake one.
Yeah.
And
That's
that was
true.
a fucking stick.
Yep.
Yeah, but Ozzy found the idol, blindsided. Jason found the idol, blindsided. Erik won immunity, still somehow blindsided. And then
David won.
Amanda plays an immunity idol, and the only one to do it properly. So big props to that as
Good
well.
for Amanda.
Yeah, but
deserve
Once again,
that second
Amanda.
place.
An advantage-heavy season, but not necessarily a lot of advantages played properly.
Mm-hmm.
So, human error season.
Big time, big time.
But that also speaks well to the social game, which I don't think we've talked too much about yet. But like Parvati, the Black Widow alliance, that is
Epic.
the alliance. It's super iconic, blindsided everybody. What do you think goes through Jason or Eric's head when you see them picking people off like that and still can't? Why do you think people fall victim to the Black Widow Brigade like 2 blindsides in? Is it just the allure of Parvati?
Yeah.
Probably.
Honestly, I think it's the fact that, like, even though they're doing all these things, they still seem so nice. And you're just like, I believe them.
You just want to be around Parv
Also,
and Amanda?
I'd just be like...
Anything you tell me, I will believe.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do, obviously you can't really tell watching the show, but just how drastically they probably are when it's just the Black Widow Brigade talking and hanging out, and then when they're around other people. I have to imagine they all probably
turn it right back on.
Well, yeah, but like they put on a bit of a face in front of people to make sure like no one really knew, so I don't think anyone totally suspected how tight they were. And
So
in
you
reality,
just think ladies be sneaky?
they be sneaky.
Ladies do
Yeah,
be sneaky.
I think that
that's fair.
it truly like people felt that they could trust them and that they were friends. Like Erik is a great
And Ozzy,
example.
Ozzy did the whole you put a friendship on the line type thing. Like, I don't necessarily understand. Like, you got to know that's part of it. That's what All Stars is, right? It's like Boston Rob being like, none of your friendships mean dick to me. I'm winning this game.
I want to win this game.
Yeah, so like you gotta, it can't
Million
surprise
bucks.
you when Parvati turns around and does the same.
Yeah, get over it, you whiny.
They're whiny.
But again, I think it speaks to the Parvati effect. Like she has a way of like drawing you in like a praying mantis queen. Mm-hmm. Like you just want to get your head bit off by Parvati. You know what I mean? Like you don't care that you get your head bit off at the end if it means that you get a little bit of that mantis queen
nectar.
Is that
something
there we
that
go.
they do?
Thank you. I could not come up with something that really there was no easy out.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
If you ever need a weird word, come to me.
Appreciate you.
I might not know the
That's
exact
your
word, but I'll give you something.
Encyclopedia of weird words.
I'll give you something. Might not make sense, but you'll have something.
Hey,
Thank
did
you.
you know Cerise from Connecticut?
Word, where?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And HB.
Yeah, Norwalk.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Great
that close
town.
to you?
Oh,
Great town.
great town.
top 5 Connecticut towns.
No, it's not super close to me. It's not far. Nothing in Connecticut is far.
Maybe
no,
you guys
but yeah.
met one time.
Maybe we did.
You're both at the same mall.
When I'm home for Christmas, I'm going to go take a trip. Excuse me, I know coronavirus exists, but I have a
Just
survivor guide
knocking on
pass.
your doors. Yeah.
Sorry to be rude here. I know coronavirus is still a thing, but just wanted to say hi.
Andrew's how we're getting all our juicy, like Ethan Zahn,
was gonna
Suri,
say.
like he's our connect on all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, you just were able to produce him at a moment's
Yeah,
notice.
I just
last
got him
episode,
here.
So yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, you're welcome,
Real
guys.
What about this season's Erik? You got him on speed dial, huh?
I could text him right now and see if he wants to come by. I'll text him.
No, yeah. Never hurts to know if you have the power. That's him texting.
That very realistic sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you. All right, so in the outplay section, we also had a shit ton of injuries. Like this was an injury-heavy season. We got Penner. We got Kathy too. Just quit. Like I think this was very brutal.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I mean, we haven't even talked about the moment when Chet is getting dragged through the
Just
challenge by
ripped
Joel.
around by Joel the monster.
Yeah. And also there was like a contact. I love the where it's in the water and it's like you got 2 end zones and you got to get all the bags in your end zone. That's such a fun physical challenge. I feel like there was a lot of that. Erik slapped his chest at the one
Oh
challenge.
yeah, it should have cracked
Knocked-
like 8 ribs.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Shit was ridiculous. Like it was just a really brutal season.
Every once in a while, it just has challenges that fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really intense.
You never know which one it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seemed fairly, it's like, okay, it's in the woods. There's a little bit of mud. Like, we've seen weirder challenge than this, but that's like, again, where Penner fucked up his leg. Amy was getting fucked up.
Parv had that bust
Parv
lip.
had a
Yeah.
lip, yeah.
She looked great with it, if you ask me.
Oh, and also the challenge where they're raising their arm to like the water bucket dump.
Oh, yeah.
And with the temptations, people stepping down before the temptations are offered and lose. I think it was Alexis, right? She stepped down before Jeff told her what it was.
It came out, like,
And
she
just
saw
went
what it
down.
was. She was like, yep, I won it. And then lowered her hand.
Yeah,
I
and
was
Jeff's like,
couldn't get
sorry,
I didn't offer it,
say
yeah.
it. And then James was like, ha, that would suck. And then he pulled the thing, where's he go like, bitch.
Yeah.
And he just gets,
Yeah. Immediately. That should have been in the running for the top fan moments.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and didn't Jason give up? They all promised to not vote for him.
They didn't.
Yeah. That was the Ozzy one?
Yeah,
I think
that's
so.
when they blindsided Ozzy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Still, that's a sketchy
Genius,
move.
right?
Like, taking them on their word like that.
Fools.
Not advised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Ozzy has such a bigger head in other seasons, but this one he's got kind of a big head, and it's so funny to watch him get eliminated before, like, Erik and Jason,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
He extremely hurt, though. He was so butthurt at Final Tribal.
He was really emotional this season. He was in love. He was betrayed.
Baby.
Yeah. I don't know. Ozzy was it was the Ozzy show when he was in the season, for sure.
He's got to make it about him.
Yeah. And also, I remember, too, I think they do a good job of, this is when we start getting multiple edits of people, like Amanda and James and Ozzy, and you start to be like, okay, well, we're seeing one aspect of them then, but we're seeing a different aspect now. So Ozzy's arrogance may not come out in the Cook Islands. Like, he's the same guy pretty much all the time. But, again, in the second one, you see a little bit more of that come out. So this is when some of the edits, I think, start changing on people. Where, from this point forward, it becomes much easier to believe that Ozzy is, like, an egomaniac at times than it was before this point. So I think the edit does a good job of kind of, like, I don't know, taking your favorites but also giving you something a little bit new. That said, Parvati and Sari and, people playing fantastic games same way they did the first time around. So, all right, so we're going to do our challenge for Survivor Micronesia, the one I've been hyping up all day.
He hasn't stopped
now,
talking about it for 6 weeks.
The first
It's
part
crazy.
of this, it felt weird to not do a fans versus favorites and not do some general Survivor trivia just to prove that you are a fan,
Yikes.
So we've got a few questions in the beginning that are, if you have become a game bot at this point, Andrew, you should know.
You should know.
So these will just be fun trivia ones, and then we got something a little racier at the end.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we'll
what
elevate to
could it
that.
be?
Yeah. So first, the general trivia. Question number 1 is, the beaches this season look familiar. They've been in another season. What other season was filmed, same location, same beaches, prior to fans versus favorites? I got 4 options for you.
Oh, you got options? Give them to me.
A, Vanuatu. B, Fiji. C, Borneo. Or D, Palau. I can go over those again if you'd like.
Vanuatu.
You think it's Vanuatu?
Sure.
You got a guess?
Is it Palau?
Palau?
Yeah.
Zach's right.
I
It's Palau.
fucking knew it.
See, I feel bad answering these because I knew that one.
You knew that one? Okay.
Should I be answering these?
Yeah, this is just
Okay.
to, again, prove that you're a fan. You
It's
know?
the real David versus Goliath here.
Let the rich get richer.
Okay. How many seasons ago was the last final 2? You got to answer. And I think you can put this one together, so I'm going to have you go first, Andrew.
I don't have any options.
Nope.
Fuck me.
This might take a little bit of recollection.
They all blend together.
Okay. I'll do you a big solid, and I will, like...
No, I don't need help.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, you're on your own.
I would love to be. No, I wouldn't. It has been 5 seasons. No, it hasn't. It's been 3. It's been 3 seasons.
Is that your final
What
answer?
season?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember.
What? Do you have a same answer, different answer?
I'm almost positive. This is one I actually am not sure about, but I'm pretty sure it's Panama. Was the last final 2. No, it wasn't. It was Guatemala. I'm going to go with Guatemala. So, 5 seasons?
Both of you are wrong. It's 4. And it was Panama.
It was
it's just
Panama.
was 4 seasons. So you got like halfway there.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I think Guatemala was my final answer, actually.
Yeah,
So I
that's what I
fucked it
mean.
up.
Like, you were close there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was
Yeah.
Panama 4 seasons ago.
Ours and then...
Damn,
Yeah, Danielle.
I was
Danielle.
1 on.
Oh.
It was 4
Yeah.
seasons ago?
4. Yeah,
I
you were
thought there
close,
was-
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you guys, very close.
I swore there was someone else with him and Danielle for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways.
This other one, this is this is the last one for trivia, but you do have some bonus answers.
Well.
Get some bonus fire tokens here.
Ooh.
So this is true or false. 3 previous winners were considered for this season. I guess I kind of gave away the fact that it is true by saying that there was bonus answers at the end.
Uh-oh.
So we're just gonna 3 previous winners were considered for this season. Try and guess who those 3 are. And I'll give you a fire token for every one you come up with.
Tom.
Okay? You got to come up with all 3.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, yes, here's a fire
No,
token.
because he's got to come up with his 3.
Fuck. Okay, give me a second.
For those of you at home who can't see the thinking, he is looking up at the ceiling, speaking out loud, but like vaguely under his breath. It's a little bit disconcerting, to be honest.
The worst part is the only name coming in my head is Tom. I literally haven't thought of another one.
Do you just need like a list of winners? Is that what you need?
I'll give you mine.
Yeah.
I'll jog yours. I want to say Tom, Vesepia, and oh fuck, I had it and then I just lost it. Yule.
Okay, so you say Tom, Vesepia, Yule.
Yes.
I say Tom. Vesepia Yule.
You
No,
say
I'm kidding.
The exact same thing.
I mean, that'd be a good tactic to either cash out with me or cash out without. Well, not cash out at all.
Yeah,
No,
you can
no,
play
no.
the odds if you want.
Can you give me a quick rundown of the winners?
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, let me give you a rundown of winners since season 1. We got Richard Hatch, Tina. Ethan Zahn, Vesepia, Brian,
Brian's wife.
Brian, that's
Brian's
how we
wife.
remember that one. Jenna, Sandra,
It is Vanuatu.
Chris.
Right? Yeah.
No, it's All Stars. Amber,
Oh, duh.
then Chris.
9 is Vanuatu.
This is the people at home cannot be
They're
having
loving
fun.
We're cutting this out.
No, they're loving this shit.
I'm so sorry. We are not super fans. We're just really high. Tom,
I'm drunk.
On both.
Danny Boatwright, Aris, Yule, Earl, Todd.
I'm going to say Earl, Jenna, Tom.
Earl, Jenna, Tom.
Yeah.
And are you keeping your...
I'm sticking with mine.
Okay. Andrew gets 1 point. Zach gets 2. Yule and Tom were both considered,
Yule
and
and Tom.
Sandra was the third
Sandra,
one.
I had a feeling.
I was going to say
See-
Sandra, but I was like, I feel like maybe not.
Yule was surprising to me.
Yule's surprising to me, too.
Yeah, I did not expect that. But yeah, so
Yeah, it makes sense to me just because he's so fucking cool, and they
Yeah.
probably wanted to bring him on a lot sooner than Winners at War.
that's
Sure.
true. I like as a fan, I'm surprised they hadn't, but it
Yeah.
also for whatever reason I was just wouldn't expect it. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
especially over their favorites, Ethan Zahn or stuff like that.
Tom, though.
Tom will come
yeah.
back though until Sandra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you know.
Okay, so now we're switching into another section that I like to call Ponderosa After Dark.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we came up with the idea a while ago for this Ponderosa segment that's just what's happening in these people's lives after Survivor.
Yeah.
Now, this one's After Dark because it all has to do with a purchase I made earlier today which is Ozzy's OnlyFans.
Yes.
You bought Ozzy's
I bought a
OnlyFans.
month
You know
of
what you should have
Ozzy's
called
OnlyFans.
this? You
What?
should have called this OnlyFans versus favorites.
Oh my god. Well, that's the episode title now.
Oh, let's go. It has to be.
It has to
actually.
be. Come on.
Holy shit.
OnlyFans
Sir.
versus favorites.
It's never been more obvious.
Hold on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that deserves a round of applause. Good job.
Add in a clapping sound effect.
Yeah. No, like
That
a,
wasn't
like
nearly
a-
enough
like children
applause.
Like
cheering.
a thunderous applause
Okay.
sound effect.
Yeah, great job. That's the joke.
Guitar solo in there.
So yeah, I spent $5 on this, and that's the other thing. Again, I have this.
OnlyFans is surprisingly affordable.
Well, it
His in
differs.
particular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's developing a portfolio.
Is that-
He's not on it for the
I'd say.
money.
I thought OnlyFans worked like you bought like a subscription and they were like, here's all the
Oh, no.
OnlyFans.
It's specific
No.
people.
You have to
Oh.
buy a subscription to a person.
Per person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack.
So
That's why it's like.
There's no like bundle deals?
Groupon. Groupon.
That's not a bad
OnlyFans?
idea, actually. If 3 like really prominent OnlyFans users came together, like we're gonna bundle our subscriptions,
Like buy
No.
2 get 1 free
Yep.
almost?
Christmas deal.
Yeah.
I'd love a BOGO on an OnlyFans.
If we got an Ozzy Amanda Parv OnlyFans bundle,
Oh fuck.
I would
the
pay,
Survivor bundle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. And you pay $39 a month.
$39 a month.
All
Alright.
Yeah, so-
Ozzy's fucking on OnlyFans.
Yeah, and I've got this for a month, by the way. I've already canceled, but you guys feel free. Go.
I would
This
love
is
to
an
take a
early
peek.
Christmas gift for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'll peruse.
I just want to know.
All right, so first question about Ozzy's OnlyFans. What type of picture is featured the most often on Ozzy's OnlyFans? I've got 4 options for
Oh,
you.
okay.
Rehashed Survivor content is A. B is nudes. C, selfies. D, feet pics.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
Talk me through your process.
From what I know about OnlyFans is that it is just filled with people who have fetishes. I mean, we all have fetishes, but like very particular ones. And I feel like a lot of people are just like really into feet, so I'm gonna go with feet.
Going with feet?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
positive.
hope it's selfies though.
I think it's selfies
I hope it
because
is.
Survivor. Nobody cares about Survivor. We do, but normal people don't. And like feet is too weird for him.
You give the people what they want.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
I'm gonna go with selfies.
You're going with selfies and you're sticking with feet? Okay, it is selfies.
Yes.
I knew
Yeah.
I just knew it. But I didn't
There
want
are
to
2
say it.
feet pics.
Yeah.
He's got like a tattoo on one of them. I
Pretty
figured
hot.
there would be more if you've got a foot tattoo, show it off. There are at least 3 pictures. He's got 28. But there are at least 3 pictures that are just him doing a Survivor challenge or clearly taking it like Ponderosa, like one of the promotional photos.
Oh.
And he also only has 3 nudes.
Wow.
So the same amount of hashed Survivor this is also the same amount of pictures he has just riding a motorcycle.
How how
3D.
nude?
Here's what I'll say. You could see his dick in 2, and one of them features other people that are nude.
Oh.
Can
Well, 2 of them feature that, but one of them is just that.
during our commercial break, can we browse a little bit?
Yeah,
All right,
no,
cool.
that's our
Do
visual
we have
aid
any
for the day.
videos?
We do not. No.
Oh.
He's been, and that's the other thing. I'm pretty sure. Again, I bought a month's subscription.
If
I'm
he
pretty
comes
sure
out with
that
something for Christmas.
there is a video coming out for sure that we will probably, hopefully.
Is
I
it
mean,
we'll do a
one
whole
where he has-
ewith on.
hurry up the video, Ozzy,
Yeah.
because
Wait, what did
we've
he
got a
do with
month.
those 2 porn stars in that picture?
That's the video I'm talking about.
Oh, it hasn't come out yet.
No, it's
So
a
he was like, "Hey, link in bio," but we haven't posted it
there
yet.
is a picture. That is
Okay.
one of the nudes.
Got it. Ooh, maybe.
Yeah, but there are 13 selfies. Many of them shirts on.
Wow.
But shirtless in quite a good few. Okay, that's enough of that question.
Yikes.
We'll peruse later and
Yeah,
we'll answer
during
all
our
the
ad
questions
break.
you have. Yeah, of course. This one is just a tangential one. Which Survivor has not been featured nude in Playboy? So I'm going to give you 4. 3 of them have, 1 of them have not. And this is Playboy specifically.
Yes.
A, Ozzy. B, your favorite, Amy. C, Colleen. D, Jerry. One of these have not posed nude in Playboy. The other 3 have. Who has not?
Well, they wouldn't sell any copies if it was Amy. So,
Wow.
I'm sorry, Amy. I'm just
Wow.
at this point I have to.
Amy's got a body on her.
Yeah, that
Like
is-
her or don't.
That is true. Amy does have that body, yada yada yada.
So is your answer Amy, or are you locking that in?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
think about it again.
You're gonna hate me for asking this. Who's Colleen?
From
Colleen
season
from
1.
season 1, America's Sweetheart.
Oh,
Colleen Haskell, is that her name?
I don't
That's
know.
my answer.
Yeah, you don't think she has?
Fuck no. Take it back.
So it was Ozzy,
Ozzy,
Amy,
Amy, Colleen,
Colleen,
and Jerry.
Ozzy almost seems like too obvious of an answer.
Right.
But I also feel like he totally would do that.
He would do it,
In a
but would they
heartbeat.
have him?
People love him. This is hard.
Mm-hmm. Tough question.
I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna go with Amy. I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna go with
Amy?
Amy.
I'm gonna go with Colleen.
Okay.
Probably Jerry.
It's Colleen.
Oh, let's fucking go.
I knew it was Colleen. I fucking
Yeah.
knew it.
Congrats. She actually turned down $100K. She was offered.
Ooh.
And she said no. But everybody else, yeah. Ozzy was in like a video. Like
Nice.
a
Oh, yeah.
like a porn.
Like a one of
thing.
the like
Yeah, that was
50-minute
Playboy.
weird
And
softcore
Amy
things.
is another thing we're gonna look up in the break because
Yeah.
you are wrong, my guy. I guarantee you, whatever she sold copies.
My friend, she
Guarantee
sold
you.
out stadiums.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'll eat my words.
And one last question. And there's multiple parts to this, so make sure you consider the full weight of the
How many
question.
tokens have I received? 3?
Two? So far 2, and Zach has received 4.
Damn, this
The
guy.
rich get richer.
The rich get richer.
Okay, this last question. Ready? Ozzy's OnlyFans is the first porn I've paid for, and I'm wildly disappointed.
False.
So again, there's multiple parts here. I could have paid for something before. It's have I paid for porn before, or do I really like what I'm getting? You don't know.
False. You've never paid for porn. This is the first time you've paid for porn.
Well, what I'm saying is
I don't know what
is
the question
this full statement is this full statement true or false? Ozzy's OnlyFans is the first porn I've ever paid for, and I'm wildly disappointed.
You
Is that
have
what-
paid for porn and you have been disappointed. That's my answer.
So it's a false statement
Yes.
because I've paid for porn before. That's your answer.
Okay, yeah. I was like answering.
Yeah.
your
So it's a
two-part
full
questions.
thing, right? Ozzy's OnlyFans is the first porn I've ever paid for,
This is
and I'm
false.
wildly disappointed. You think that's false? On accounts of me.
I
paying
think
for
it's
porn.
true.
You think it's true?
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to specify why I think it's false, but I'm just going to go with
Okay. Yeah.
because I don't know, maybe you're
Okay.
into it. I don't know.
It is true.
Yeah, I was like, homie has
I
it.
have never paid for porn.
Homie's
before.
cheap.
Yeah.
And if you can get something for free, why are you paying for it?
Yeah, there's a wealth of free porn on the
Yeah.
internet. As I'm getting
Listen.
older, though, I understand it more. I will say.
I will tell
understand
you-
premium access to stuff.
Yeah, I do pay for porn, and it's worth it.
Yeah, no, it's no shame on people who do.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying,
I
I
don't pay
paid
a lot, but
I paid $5 a month, and I got 3 nudes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
You know
disappointing.
what I mean? I may feel differently when the video comes out, but in the meantime, Ozzy, you got to step up your
Yeah,
OnlyFans,
step it
man.
up, dude.
yeah, dude,
Come on.
better
All
get
right.
a good cum shot. That's all I'm saying.
All right, and that was the horniest challenge we've ever had.
Right.
So somehow,
Who won?
yeah.
This fucking guy.
Of course, Zach comes out on top.
He always does.
All right. We're going to cut to another commercial break. When we come back, we'll do the Outlast section and start getting to the final leg of this episode here.
And
Oh,
when
yeah.
we
The
come
Amanda
back,
Kimmel Marathon.
Yeah.
and when we come back, we will have all seen Ozzy's penis.
We'll leave
Yeah,
you
let
with
me see
that.
that fucking
Stay
cock.
tuned. This season of Survivor is brought to you by the baddest shorties imaginable. To be honest, it's way too distracting.
There are some
Shorties
bad
are
shorties
bad.
this season.
Very bad.
Bad.
Especially, again, like, I wouldn't have put Amy in that category before
Humana. Oh,
challenge
oh,
research.
oh.
Awooga, awooga.
We saw the pictures, guys. Wow.
Yeah,
Of the
Wowie,
Survivor
woo,
photo
wow.
shoots,
it's one of the
it
better
might
ones.
be. It's definitely tough.
I
That's
think it
at
was
our 20th.
pre-Survivor too.
Oh, was it?
Yes, I
Interesting.
believe in my brief research I did to find the photos.
Yeah, brief
It
research.
was
Okay.
I did it from the time we stopped to now.
That was pre-Survivor.
Yeah, I believe it was pre-Survivor.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's
Amy.
interesting. Yeah.
What else are you hiding?
Just a body yada yada.
Body
Your
yada
funding
yada.
of cancer.
Yeah. No. Very interesting. And again, while we were gone, Ozzy had posted a new almost nude. So that
got top of the wang.
now
Top
the
of the
ratio
wang.
is a little bit different. It's not the same amount of motorcycle pictures to nudes. Nudes are slightly higher.
Yeah.
So it is becoming more and more worth it. He also did send me a direct message.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it's just like his updates thing. But there's a video you can buy for 15. Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't know if that was like a, or no, it wasn't 15. It was $5.
$5.
$5 for
Still
a video.
too
15
much.
minute video.
We're gonna be honest, you guys. We don't really understand how OnlyFans
Yeah.
works.
Well, yeah.
It's my
We're
first time paying for porn.
millennials. Yeah.
We'd love to get an OnlyFans expert in here to talk to us about how OnlyFans works.
Yeah.
Please.
Honestly. let's call up Erik. I feel like Erik would know a thing or two. You know what I mean? Like that's when we do call up Erik, we'll only ask him about OnlyFans. Only asking about OnlyFans.
Again, I texted Erik.
Yeah?
If you want, he said he can be here.
No, that's okay.
He
tell
said he
Erik
could.
tell Erik to stay home.
I would like to speak with Erik
Oh,
really quick.
God damn it!
All right, let me get him on the phone. Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Those are our phone noises.
Hey, Erik. Yeah. Can you talk to the podcast boys real quick? Thanks, bud. You're the best.
Wait, so do you know who we are, Erik? Hey, how's it going? I'm Zach.
Oh, hey, Zach. It's a me, Erik.
You sound a lot different than I expected you to, man. How's everything going?
My voice has dropped since a survivor.
You been spending any time in Italy?
Yeah, I've noticed
No.
you gained an accent since we last heard from you. Where's that from?
No, you see, I had the accent the whole time. I just chose not to do it for TV.
Andrew, I'm not sure this is actually Erik. I think
Mostly
this
because
is...
you just put your phone in your pocket and you're talking into the microphone.
Well, yeah, the people don't see the phone bit, so I realized it was pointless.
You were holding it up there for a while.
I was going to say, you were committed to the bit. I appreciate that. But as somebody who's not a fan of this bit, I don't appreciate it at the same time.
Okay, well, clearly you guys don't like Erik, so I'm gonna go. Andrew, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bud, I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
What?
Bye, bud. Wow. All right, guys. First of all, I'm disappointed. You were really rude to Erik.
What are you seeing him tomorrow for? You guys work together?
No, we're hanging out. We're friends.
What is that dude's deal? Why does he sound like he's from a different country? And that's since Survivor.
See you tomorrow. Of that whole bit, that was the last thing I was expecting. You guys having a relationship. Well done, Andrew.
He knows all the Eriks from Survivor.
I only know the Eriks.
That's his thing.
This is every time there's an Erik on this season. It's like my
We get him on the
boss
podcast.
Oh, please. Look, guys, for those of you listening at home, I'll make sure they don't do that. I'll make sure it's not.
I can't wait for the next Erik.
Yeah, I can't recall any
This
other
might be
Eriks.
the end of the Erik bit. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Damn, yeah.
Oh, no.
So short-lived. R.I.P. to a great bit.
Oh, 2-season arc.
Yeah, just like Amanda Kimmel.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we are getting our asses kicked by this Amanda Kimmel marathon. We're not making any sense
I don't know
anymore.
how she did it.
Man. We are technically in the Outlast portion now.
Oh, yeah.
So
We haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah. So I think it's time to talk about our winner/loser reveal. A little Parv Amanda double action. How we feel about Parv's game.
I think it's very similar to Cook Island's game.
Yeah.
Flirty and fun. I think she realized, though, that she had to, this season, kind of kick it into gear a little bit. And a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And that's what got her to the end.
Yeah, I think she was playing with a tighter circle in the first season, where it was kind of just like the couple people on her beginning tribe.
And I think that was part of her downfall. Was
Yes.
like she was only willing to stick with those people.
'Cause when it came down to it, she didn't have the numbers, and she made it very obvious very early that she wanted the numbers.
And she did.
Yeah, she had everyone on her side, and if you weren't on her side, you were gone.
That amazing. They talk about it a little bit in the reunion of like she had on one side Alexis and Natalie, who were
and then
like
Suri and Amanda on the other.
yeah, and then both of those two sets of two were like, oh, Parvati is our girl. We trust her to the end.
Yeah.
And Parvati was like, oh, I'll play both of them. I don't care.
And even you think about James and like Ozzy, like that was originally her alliance too, but realized that those people are always going to be threats, and if I get them out now, I can use like the people that I'm working with to forge strong relationships and have a different path to the end. That's maybe a little more achievable. So yeah, no, it's amazing gameplay. Yeah, really pulled it off. I will say, I think, again, she said in the reunion she was looking forward to laying under or sort of flying under the radar for a little bit as like the flirty girl. But she was kind of forced to play from the beginning. And I think,
called her out.
Yeah, I think that proves. I think that by the end her gameplay was in a much stronger place than it was the first time around because she had to work her ass off for it. So, yeah, no. She did that one challenge against Jason for 6 hours, right?
Yeah,
So
something like that.
Like, she won immunities. She was in the middle of a lot of different numbers. So, great game.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch it again because the first time watching it, I didn't know what part was going to do. I was excited for her to be back for many reasons. But yeah, it's clear that she just fucking dominated this game. And the fact that she went up against Amanda and still won by 2 votes,
Yeah.
it's huge.
I do think if maybe Amanda hadn't been at the end of her, 78th day? Is that what they said?
I think so.
Like, if you hadn't been there, I wonder if the result would have been the same. Because I do think there were a lot of salty people on that jury that were looking to vote for somebody who they felt was their friend. And if Amanda could prove to them that she was the one that wasn't stabbing people in the back, but also had the moves of she played the idol. Right, she's the one that decided to go to the end of the Parvati, or go to the end with Parvati instead of Suri. So she did have her moves. I just don't think that came across at the end, where Parv again was the one that was owning up to her gameplay and saying, "Yeah, I stabbed you in the back, but I made the moves doing it."
Alexis said that Amanda would cry wolf a lot. And she didn't respect that about her. Like that's fair to say. Just shows that. If she had just stuck to her guns and didn't... Because I feel like she almost plays the victim role a lot. That's sort of, I think, a cry wolf attribute. And I think if she maybe, was more focused and not so fatigued, maybe she would have been a bit more concise at Final Tribal. But she just didn't have it in her, unfortunately.
And look at us. I don't know if that's a conclusion we would have got to if we weren't at the end of a 4-hour podcast session ourselves. So
right. I want to geek out so bad right now, but I'm also so tired.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Oy.
Good. The fact that she did get to the end so many times is miraculous. But what are you gonna say?
Yeah.
I'd love to take a minute here and talk about that final tribal council. Probably my favorite.
Really?
It's so
So
batshit crazy.
It is pretty bad.
Yeah.
We start with Eliza, who has had nothing but time to stew. She's just been chilling for 2 or 3 weeks in Ponderosa.
Yeah.
Just thinking about what question she'll ask every
Her
single person.
Her DA mind just spinning.
So she starts it off salty. Also, when she goes, Amanda, you make me want to kill myself.
Listening to you talk made me want to kill myself.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
And then Natalie comes up shortly after and is basically just like, Amanda, I don't give a shit about you. Parvati, will you have sex with me right here in Tribal Council?
You want to fuck me, and I want to fuck you, so what are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? Let's just do it. And it's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And
But
then
also, I mean...
we'll also do
Jesus.
That's pretty funny, though. I gotta say, it's super memorable.
Oh, yeah.
It's just hey, you fuck ladies?
I don't think I would have...
And for my final tribal question, you fuck ladies?
You fuck ladies? I don't think I honestly will remember Natalie if it wasn't for that.
Right?
Yeah, not even for the immunity necklace thing?
No.
And both Erik and Ozzy were both like, "You were so mean to me."
Yeah, and then fucking Ozzy gets up there.
And for,
As cool as he thinks he is, he's such a loser.
He's just so corny.
Yeah, and he gets up there. He's like, "Perv, you're the worst. I thought we were friends. Amanda, I'm in love with you."
honestly,
You should have done an Ozzy impression earlier.
that was pretty good.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And I feel like since you paid for his OnlyFans, we are justified in giving our true criticism.
Yeah,
of
we
him.
can shit on him a little bit.
And-
He took my money.
Yeah, I've seen your dick, bro, and I still do not like you. Okay.
Part of me, honestly, thinks that he was just trying to like secure that bag if Amanda won. That he was just like, I'm gonna fucking
Possible.
attach
A
myself
Boston
to
Rob
Amanda.
situation.
But here's the thing: Boston Rob is in love with Amanda.
Yeah, for sure.
I
That's
don't
real.
think fucking Ozzy was. I think he was just trying to be like,
Yeah.
Wow.
if she wins,
You think
cash.
instead he's Mary using Rhino's survivor clout
Yeah.
to be more than a second boot. Okay, I hear you.
She was getting nowhere
See
with
that.
Mikey B. Had to go on to Rhino.
I'm sorry, Mikey B. I just don't date third boots or whatever he went out.
Yeah, I don't date.
She's a second boot herself.
I only date 6 and up. You were 2.
He made the merge. It's an upgrade.
Yeah, I only date guys who make merge.
But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do. I feel that. But it just again though, as somebody who has paid for his OnlyFans, I can clown on him all I want, but he did have that threesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
He's got proof of it. And
yeah, he's got proof. He's got a video that I'm not
Allegedly.
willing to
Yeah.
pay $5
You know what?
to
Maybe
see.
part of the reason I hate him so much is because I want to be him. So what?
Yeah, he's got a pretty. Yeah, he seems like a good life. He dated Lindsay Lohan for a little bit, as we said. Some
In the
highs
weird
and lows.
years?
In the weird years. But yeah, no. I mean, what a roller coaster.
What a roller coaster.
Yeah. Do we have an astrology review? for
Oh goddamn,
Parvati?
we do. And this is a unique astrology corner because Parvati is our first and only cusp. That's right. She was born on September 21st, which is right at the end of Virgo season and right at the beginning of Libra season, making her a cusp, which for those unfamiliar is basically sort of a marrying of the two signs in a way.
She's a cuspy.
Yeah, you don't necessarily take on all of the attributes of one sign. You kind of have a little bit of both of them. Anyways, let's read what this article is telling me.
Let's go. Let's learn.
I'm not thinking of any of this on my own. I'm always looking it up. All right. It says, if you're a Virgo Libra cusp, and while you're listening, try to see if you can see these attributes in our Parv. You have a brilliant intelligence and grace. Bringing the both of these together makes you an extraordinary activist as well as a conversationalist.
Oh, yeah.
You can easily see the difference between wrong and right, and as easily as black and white. That bars.
Bars.
What's the next one? You are also capable of presenting your point of view in such an approachable manner that it allows the other person to hear you and follow easily.
There you go. That's why she got options.
I agree with all of those things. Granted, again,
Astrology's real. Confirmed.
I want to always preface this. This goes out to part of my Amy thing. We don't really know these people. We
Yeah.
know what we've seen.
Yeah, we have edits of these people.
Right.
But based on what I know of Parv, that seems perfect.
Seems, yeah.
Yeah, she is truly I always kind of like look at cusps as sort of an enigma because they don't play by the rules really. And Virgo and Libra are both very powerful signs, as flawed as every sign is flawed. But when you take like the good things about both those signs, it's pretty fucking cool.
Virgo Queen.
Yeah,
Queen.
so it's no surprise that Parv is on the Mount Rushmore of Survivor.
In my own stars, I got a Virgo rising. Is that your first one? Is it rising?
Are you sun?
Sun. So my sun is Virgo. My moon is Libra.
Yeah.
So
Got
I
that
also
mixture.
Everything
Parv?
about Parv applies to me. Yeah.
Yes, you're Parv.
What I'm saying is I am Parv.
Hello.
Explains why I'm so attracted to you.
Cut the sexual tension. Here.
Yeah. All right. So that's a nice little Zach's astrology corner
Yes,
there.
thank you for joining me.
And to wrap up the Outlast section, we're going to do another walk of shame.
Mm-hmm.
So again, real quickly, we're going to just give a little bit of what we thought of each member of the cast. And then we'll continue on to our babe hunk debates and then our season reviews. So let's kick this off with who is our first boot, Zach?
Our first boot, voted out on day 3, John Dalton, a.k.a. Johnny Fairplay.
Whack.
Yeah. Go home. Nobody wants you here, bro.
Go home to
You're
your
taking up
baby.
space.
Cry
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Go wrestle something.
All right,
Go
second
punch
voted
Joe
out.
Rogan.
Second voted out on day 6, Mary.
Mary.
You upgraded, baby. You're with Rhino now.
Mrs. Rhino.
Poor Mikey B.
Yeah. Didn't deserve it.
Always comes back to Mikey. All right. Our third boot, sadly, on day 8, Yao Man.
Ugh. King.
Yeah. The game
Legend.
didn't deserve this. man.
Bless
Drip
up.
God.
Yeah.
All right, next.
R.I.P.
Our fourth voted out on day 11, your boy, Mikey B.
Fuck Mikey.
Yeah. I'm sorry Mary broke your heart and also that your mom died. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
R.I.P.
was rough. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Fifth voted out.
Does this feel like it's getting louder?
It was slowly getting extremely loud.
That was extremely loud and incredibly close.
I'm sorry. Let's start from the top of the, we'll resume where we were.
Yeah, we'll pick up
But
from
I'll
after
just
Mikey B.
I'll click the button a little softer. Hopefully that will solve our problem. I'm sorry about that.
I was okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was alright. We just had to start shouting
Alright,
towards
there we
the
go.
end.
Okay. Our fifth voted out on day 14, Joel. From Arizona.
Of course. Oh,
He's got
of course.
Scottsdale Rob energy.
Yeah,
For sure.
so he's just like the fucking hulked out version of Scottsdale Rob.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Hulk.
Yeah, actually.
Next, on day 15, not voted out but evacuated, Jonathan Penner.
Gone too
R.I.P.
soon.
Yeah.
Really, he said he saw a light at the end of the tunnel, like a way out, and I believe that. Could have run the game.
Mm-hmm.
So sad.
Yeah, sad would be my word. Next, sixth voted out on day 17, Chet.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, stayed in a lot longer than I
Yeah.
expected. I did not like him the first time, but this time I loved him.
Yeah,
He's got a,
good for
a
him.
thick noggin to be able to...
Oh yeah, just to
Takes
deal with
you
that
to-
Joel
Yeah, R.I.P.
knockaround.
from Joel killing him.
Yeah.
All right. Next, on day 19, a quitter, Kathy.
The nicest Jeff has ever been to a quitter.
Yeah, she really... Look, Jeff may let you off the hook, but we're not.
We're
Fuck
not.
Cat.
Don't quit.
Fuck Cat.
Please don't quit.
I don't care that you're from right outside Illinois. You could
call
probably
yourself
come to
a
our house
fan?
if you cared enough.
Yeah,
Next,
not a fan.
seventh voted out on day 20, Tracy.
Tracy played hard.
Who?
I can respect that. Tracy had
Oh,
the boobs.
yeah, Tracy,
Badonkers.
who was with that, like, crew.
That's your word?
Yeah,
Badonkers?
Badonkers.
Milkers.
All right, let's leave it there.
Milky.
Badonkers.
Badonkers.
Next, voted out 8th on day 21, Amy.
Those
Amy.
Playboy pictures.
Yeah, I was just going to say, blonde, like bleach blonde Amy.
Yeah.
You got my heart. Next,
Karen.
voted out 9th, and our first jury member on day 24, Eliza.
Love.
Yeah. Gone too soon.
Salute.
Yeah. It's a fucking stick. Iconic.
All
Iconic.
right. Next, 10th voted out, second jury member, day 27, Ozzy.
Whack.
Upload that video for free, bro.
Yeah.
We'll see how that cum shot is.
Up your OnlyFans game.
All right, next, 11th voted out, third jury member on day 30, Jason.
Total dumbass. Got nothing else.
Next, we have the fourth jury member on day 31, not voted out but evacuated, James.
Again, brutal season.
Hard. Yeah. Devastating. You lose Penner that way, and then you lose James. It's
Responsible for the
hard.
coronavirus. Kind of fucked up.
That is crazy, but why do we love him?
Yeah.
I'm not going to check my facts in here, but I think he went out exactly the same spot as he went out the
Oof.
season before, or maybe one ahead of that. Anyways,
Rough.
bummer for James. Next, 12th voted out, fifth jury member, day 33, Alexis.
I feel like Alexis.
I liked Alexis.
Yeah, under the radar, dark horse pick.
Yeah.
She a little cutie.
Yeah.
And her jury
little
thing about
bouquet.
like, I'm
Role model.
Yeah, being a role model. Yeah, that was cool.
13th voted out. 6th jury member on day 36. Erik.
I like Erik. I know he's a little dummy, but I love his ass.
Yeah.
He made this season very enjoyable.
Erik, I mean, a truly iconic moment wouldn't be possible without his absolute stupidity.
So thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
My review would be hair.
I gotta say
Titties.
this about him. I think I would have fallen for the Parvati trap too.
Yeah,
we get
So-
it. Yeah.
Next, 14th voted out, and our 7th jury member on day 37, Natalie.
Forgettable until final tribal council.
Yeah.
Agreed, actually.
Yeah. Ask. Yeah. I have nothing to add.
Had the balls
Yeah. She
to
went
basic.
there.
She did what every one of us wanted to do.
Yeah.
Ask Parvati if
She
she
shot
wanted
her
to fuck.
shot. Yeah, she did shot.
She did shot.
She
Yeah,
shooted
that,
it.
that was her cum shot.
15th voted out, 8th jury member on day 38, Connecticut legend, Sari.
Queen.
Robbed.
Robbed.
Absolutely robbed. We didn't talk enough about her this episode. But
Yeah.
she should have won this
Queen.
game.
Greatest to never win.
There's a final
yeah,
three. She
I
does
agree with
win
you.
this game.
Runner up with 3 votes, Amanda Kimmel.
Queen.
Yeah. Saw more of her ass this season. That was a good thing too.
Yeah, less blur.
Less blur.
Endurance.
Yeah,
No one
I
has
don't
it
know
like
how
her.
Absolutely bonkers.
2 rough seasons to make it all
Yep.
the way to the end to
Yeah.
both. Wow.
And she didn't even eat big McDonald's in between the two. Like we
Yeah,
did.
we
So,
had to.
yeah.
Maybe she did. I don't know,
You
actually.
never know.
She had some time off. All right, last but not least, our sole survivor with 5 votes, Parvati.
Queen.
Virgo Queen.
Absolute
One of the best.
shorty.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best.
Yeah, I would.
Mount Rushmore.
I agree with you. Rushmore.
Yep. All right.
All right, fuck that. Turn that music off. I love how abruptly it stops.
so abrupt.
All right. Wait. Turn it back on.
It takes a long time to
It's
get
fine.
going. It's gone.
It's fine. Okay, turn it off. That's it. That's all I
That
want.
was worth it, in my opinion.
Worth the bit.
You get the little chime.
Just till
Stop
the
it.
chimes come in.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, that's our walk of shame.
What a cast.
Yeah, a
Great cast. Again, I realized we didn't talk nearly enough about Sari.
Yeah.
Because Sari
That's true.
had such a good game. She was the reason why Parv would not have won the game without Sari deciding to go with them over Penner and Amy and all of them. So
Yeah,
I feel
honestly-
like if you're really looking at who pulled the most or who just designed the way that the game went, I think it was Sari.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think in the
Parvati
final
Sari
three.
final 2 would have been sick.
Yeah. I
They
don't.
were so evenly matched.
Yeah, it would have been neck and neck.
Yeah.
That tiebreaker may have had to have come in. I didn't know if you guys knew, but Jeff had like a little white envelope and was like, "This is the tiebreaker."
I
But,
wasn't
like,
sure because we were talking about that. Like, what happens if they tie?
Yeah, like 8 jury members, 2 people you're voting for. That feels, and especially with like
Dangerous.
Amanda and Parv, you're
Yeah.
playing with fire.
Yeah.
Like your tiebreaker better be like, I don't know.
I think I'll
Jonathan
go to my
Penner
grave.
decides the winner.
Yeah.
I'll go to my grave wondering what that tiebreaker was.
Yeah, guess we'll never know.
We'll never
we
know.
do get a tiebreaker eventually
Ooh,
for a final 3 though.
You might say.
You love to see it though.
Still,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
It's iconic. So yeah, great season, a lot of characters. Love the fans, or no, pardon me, favorites, fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of how it always goes.
Yeah.
So, all right, that is our Outlast. Let's get into our Babe Hunk reviews.
Yeah. Let's wrap this bad boy
and
up.
then our season reviews, and then we'll get out this bitch. So first, our Babe intro.
Time to get dirty. Ready to get to today's challenge?
Yes, Jeff, we are.
All
Yes,
right.
Daddy.
So, for Babe, I mean, I think we all know where it's going.
Yeah.
But-
I would like to throw out
Yeah.
an Eliza.
Yeah, absolutely.
Smart, talented, got kind of fucked by this game.
Mm-hmm.
Had to always compete against Parv, which
Yeah.
is rough.
Yeah, that is
But
rough. You're always gonna lose.
You're always going to lose,
Sorry.
but she's wonderful. And I have to say this. She was looking fantastic at that reunion.
Yeah, she was
Oh
looking
my
great.
She's a little short.
God.
And the way, again, I find it very attractive that Eliza can break things down the way that she does and is extremely, well spoken and intelligent.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's an attractive feature.
Yeah, she's great.
What's her sign? Come on, guys, tell me.
Oh yeah, of course.
You want to guess based off?
She's-
Yeah, let's do
she's
it.
a Christmas baby. I'm sorry, I should have let you guess.
Well,
I was gonna say Sag.
I
Oh,
don't
you're
know.
close though.
Is it not?
Capricorn. Yeah,
When does it stop?
21st.
Oh, you
Yeah, with
Bastards.
the solstice.
Oh, you switched the stars on me now?
What?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It must be the stars that are wrong.
I always
Yeah.
thought it went off the fucking calendar,
She's
not the stars.
dangerously close to it being on the cusp. Actually, she might be. I'm not
So
gonna
she's
look that.
so her birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, happy birthday, Eliza.
Yeah, happy
Even
early
though it's
birthday.
after Christmas when you're listening to
Shout
this.
out Eliza. We know you're busy fixing New York, but thanks for listening to this podcast with 3 people. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, can you fix the Jets too?
Man. All right.
We
that
love
was
to joke
awful.
here.
Yeah. We also definitely, I feel like the entire Black Widow brigade is like,
Yeah,
like
all of them.
Can I get some love for
so
Amy,
many babes.
please?
That's crickets.
Is that a
honestly,
cricket? Are you
no.
sure?
Yep.
Prior to this episode, I would have been like, "Pfft, whatever. But like honestly, I do feel like my perspective has changed a little bit. I feel like a new man.
I don't.
I can ignore the Karen energy and focus on the divorcee sex. You know what I mean? Anyway.
But let's stop
Yeah.
beating around the proverbial bush here.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Parvati.
Poverty.
Yeah.
You were on 4, but that works.
We didn't even talk about Amanda Kimmel, who's the other person. That
Yeah,
we got,
but,
so
I
You
mean-
got it last time.
Yeah.
Parvati.
Oh, this is so awkward.
The tribe is spoken.
There we go.
Bing bong.
I hope you heard how loudly I tried to attack that
I'm
button.
sure.
Yeah. And for hunks,
You got your Jonathan Penners, who are great. You got your
Eric,
your
short shorts. He's got the
some
cross country
definition,
shorts. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I could understand.
He took a
Mikey
smackaroonie to the
B.
abs.
Mikey B.
Chet.
Joel.
Guys, we're glazing over Chet here.
Yeah, that's true.
Joel and Chet combined.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think they're
power
a
duo.
package deal. If you're voting for one, you're voting for both.
I think we know.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
James.
The tribe has spoken.
Ba-bong. Back to back.
All right. Yeah, James, back
Just
to
like
back.
favorite fan. He won.
Yeah.
He won it.
Yeah, twice in a
He
row.
won at the back of the bag.
And this is
Eric,
Parv's second victory as well.
Yep.
So that's where once we get to, again, I want to do a bracket once we get to heroes versus villains of our babes and hunks so far.
I say we wait all the way to the end.
Till the very, very end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do all 40.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're doing both,
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, ¿por qué no los dos?
Yeah, I'm trying to milk this thing for all it's worth.
Right.
All right. Do we have any other fun final crunches before we start wrapping this shit up? Or we wanna get to it?
I was just about to click on the fandom, and then I pressed the X button, but it's okay because
okay.
I went to my history, and then I just opened it right back up. I was told not to look at the trivia before this,
Yeah,
so as not
that
to
was
ruin
on
our
me.
challenge. So I am once again just looking right now.
In the meantime, I did see Shane Powers was considered to be on this.
Oh, yeah.
This season, as well as again, Tom turned it down specifically. Sandra and Twyla were both original castings that were dropped at a later point.
See,
So yeah,
we could have had a Shane Powers return
would have been
instead
awesome.
of a Johnny Fairplay quit.
That would have been so good. Imagine Shane and Sari back in the saddle.
Imagine being Shane and seeing that first episode,
Yeah.
knowing that you were like the next person in line, and to see him quit episode 1.
Yeah.
Imagine how angry Shane was.
Well, I think too, Shane was supposed to be in Heroes vs. Villains, and that was the big one. Like if I guess both of them are,
Yeah.
right? Like both Fans vs. Favorites and Heroes vs. Villains are like, if you're left off a cast, you don't want it to be one of those. So like you're gonna be looking at whoever goes first, and you're gonna be like, you ass, you took my spot.
Yeah,
you know what
especially if that person quits.
I mean? Yeah, especially.
Yeah. All right, Zach.
I didn't find anything too juicy, but this is kind of interesting. And we kind of already knew it, I think, about Vanuatu. But this is the only returning player season to feature returning players from Vanuatu and Fiji.
Oh, yeah.
Those two seasons don't get any
from
love
Fiji?
after this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No love after this.
But Amy and Eliza, and then, that's it.
Yeah.
They don't
pretty much
return
it.
again.
Yeah.
Here's another one that's not that interesting, but this season is tied with Game Changers, David vs. Goliath, and Island of the Idols for the most LGBT contestants, which are Amy.
I would say Amy's,
Nice.
Yeah, Chet, and then Natalie Bolton.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
Natalie.
why she wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
And, and Parv sometimes. It's like sometimes why.
Yeah.
And sometimes Parv.
Ladies.
And sometimes Parv.
Yeah, that's nice.
Alrighty.
Those are fun crunches. Let's get right into our season reviews. Let's wrap this shit up. It has been a doozy.
Yeah.
We'll reflect on the Amanda Kimmel marathon once we do our season reviews. But who wants to kick these reviews off?
4.5 out of 5 coconuts.
Whoa!
Pretty high.
He loves it.
I liked it. It was really good.
Even better than China.
Yeah, better than China.
What gave it that little extra edge for you?
I think the people are a little more fun this time around.
Seeing your favorites back.
Yeah, the favorites. The fans that do make it far enough are interesting to watch. We'll say that.
Yeah. For better or worse.
TC is cool enough to keep it up there, and Parv is just such a satisfying winner. So yeah,
you're right.
4.5 out of 5 coconuts.
Not bad.
That's a good rating. What you got on your pitchfork scale?
Pitchfork scale, we're giving this a Merriweather Post Pavilion by Animal Collective. We're talking Power, Corruption, and Lies by New Order. This is a 9.6.
Wow.
That's right. 0.1 better than China.
Yeah.
We're right. Renaissance.
These, I mean, arguably two of the best seasons ever, and back-to-back, which is nice. So I put this one just slightly above China because I think I enjoyed it just as much as I did with China. But also, it's a half returner season, and whether the season's good or bad, it's always fun to watch returners. But also, I think it's mostly like the Black Widow Brigade is what edged this over that. Because, watching the formation of that and then watching them just destroy and pick people off and then go to, like, the Final Four was super fucking cool. And, say what you want about Natalie. She was part of it. It's definitely one of the strongest alliances of all time. It's cool to watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and also Parvati.
Yeah.
Parvati.
Of course. I gave this one a 98%.
Ooh. Wow.
That's certified mashed.
That's
also
hella certified
March.
That is tied with Cook Islands currently for the highest rated season. Again, I think there's a lot of parallels there of like Penner and Parr, and, like Ozzy, literally in its casting, but also in like the gameplay this season is really good. All the idol stuff, the blind sides, like
left and right.
Yeah, this gameplay wise is an amazing season. We got some iconic moments that we're still talking about, clamoring about today. Just some all around great gameplay. My only negative things are that the fans kind of suck. But that's a given. And also, Suri was robbed.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like, again, I really like how nerdy this is. I feel like Survivor is starting to recognize itself as an entity and be like, oh, like, it's cool to like this show. Like, look at Erik. He's, like, been such a fan, and now he's out here.
Now he's doing it.
Or even the flip side of that of, like, Kathy's like, she's a fan, but, like, it's not what you want it to be. Like, you know what I mean? Yep. I love that the show is starting to talk about itself. It's fun to be a part of it at that point. Feels like there's a little bit of a community.
Yeah.
So, big fan. 98% movies?
We've got How to Train Your Dragon. I've done all animated movies. Yeah.
Okay.
I've done all animated movies this time.
That one made me cry.
Wow.
I mean, it doesn't take much. But
yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Snow White.
Also made me cry.
Wow.
How many of these animated movies do you think would make you cry?
I know of at least 2 more on this list that have.
Okay, let's go.
Chicken Run, which, again, in my opinion, deserves a 0%.
Scary.
And
that's
then
you cry during Chicken Run.
Yeah. Going off of China's 96 and with Ratatouille and WALL-E, and you're 98 here, we have Up and Finding Nemo.
Oh, wow.
These motherfuckers at Pixar don't miss.
Yeah, they do not
They're fucking
miss.
good.
They Oh, he's good.
They've thrown
He's
like
real fucking good.
what? How many movies have they made? Like 13? They've thrown 13 shots and like 2 of them have been misses.
Cars and
Yeah.
Cars 2.
Looking at you, Cars 2.
I even like Cars 1.
Yeah, I love Cars 1. I like Cars 3.
There's a Cars 3?
There's a Cars 3.
Oh, fuck, I'm old.
There's a Car Pope.
There's a Car Pope.
There's a
One
lot.
movie.
It's a very extensive
Yeah.
Car Pope.
Applies the existence of Catholicism.
Yeah. There's a Car
So,
Jesus.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on in that
Christianity.
universe.
Yeah.
But anyway, we digress.
Anyway, yeah.
Pixar don't miss.
That's a separate. We'll buy a
98%.
trilogy for 10.
I would love to watch the Cars trilogy.
Okay. So yeah, we are now at the end of our Amanda Kimmel marathon. How do we feel?
I feel like
Tired.
beat.
I'm is so tired, but also like kind of sad that this era is done, and then we have to,
We gotta
watch
get boned next season.
We gotta get boned. We gotta
Get it? Get it?
Gaboned. Yeah, no, I get it.
Thank you.
Get gaboned.
Get.
boned.
We're gonna get
About
boned
to
in the
get
ass next
gaboned.
season.
I feel like I have a greater appreciation for Amanda Kimmel and James and all that they went through doing back-to-back seasons, and I hope we never have to do it again.
Yeah.
Amen.
The great thing is we're in control of that.
Yeah, right. We did this to ourselves.
Yeah.
And
You
also
know.
we were able to eat and use,
Right.
like we weren't
McDonald's.
starving. And,
I've been drinking beer.
Yeah. It's
We
it's
do
been,
have an opportunity to like repeat this very soon, but we probably shouldn't.
Yeah. Let's wrap this bitch up.
yeah. So we are going to leave it at that. We want to thank you guys for listening along. We always appreciate it. Stay tuned. It may be a while before we come out with our Gabon episode.
Yeah,
but
it's the end of the year.
yeah.
It's the end of a rough one.
yeah. We'll see you in 2021. We hope it's a little bit better. Thank you again for listening. Got nothing else for you. Grab your stuff. head back
Happy
to
Mary.
Happy Honda Days.
camp. And a Merry Chrysler to all.